Greetings. This is Skyler Saunders seeing what's current. I like to take a little bit of time, try to make sense of all this. I got a Cash App early this morning, Sunday morning, and it read, and I quote, hold on, let me make sure I get the first one. The first one was, that's 10:10. Let me see. This is 10:33. Okay, so the first one was from a young female, I would imagine, named Shannon Sturgis. She writes, and for a Cash App for $1, she writes, for you violated my dad, talking ish you don't know. Misspelling no, K-N-O, not K-N-O-W. And she goes on to say, I'ma violate you. Don't ever play with my father. I don't even know who this person is. I don't even know who she's talking about. But I have screenshots of direct threats to me. If she wants to get cute, she can get cute. But I'm a snitch. I'm part of the snitch network. It's part of the snitch network right now. So you can come at me with all your hatred and your vitriol and your disgusting remarks. That's fine. But when the law gets involved, when I call the FBI, something that's different. It's a different idea altogether. It's a totally different framework. I just said, Andretti, you missed it. Did you miss it? There's someone named Shannon Sturgis. I think it's a female. Looks like a female in the. I don't even know if I'm the right person. I don't even know. She gave me $1. She sent $1. She sent $1 Cash App, and I sent it back. I rejected it. I refused it. What's the word I'm using? Trying to find. Refunded it. REF, and REJ. I refunded her the $1, and I just kept it pushing. Because I'm not for that drama. I'm not for that. I'm a snitch. If you on something. And Jody says, not $1. Yes, $1. $1. One single dollar bill. So I can't do anything with that. I can't do a thing with $1. It's got to be over $5. It's got to be, and I'm looking for 10, 20s, and hundreds, and anything in between or over that. I have to get paid. This is not play time. This is not just for show. This is for money. This is all money. This is a money grab. But I have to do research. I put in work. I write. I produce different documents. So what you're seeing on the screen is the Cash App. Their retooled site. You can't buy a can of soda with that $1. I know. That's why Shannon Sturgis is not woman enough, not female enough to get into the live chat, and we can hash this out. She was talking about her father. I don't even know who her father is. I don't even know what she's talking about. But we can work that all out because I'm a snitch. Okay, I got her screenshot. I have her saying, "I'ma violate you. Don't ever play with my father." She literally said that. She literally said that. I'ma violate you. So I got it all on, I got the proof. The proof is in the pudding, as that cliche goes. I'm not worried about her at all. I don't even know who the hell she is. Who the hell is Shannon Sturgis? Who the hell is Shannon Sturgis? And what the hell does she have to do with me? Well, she sent $1. Like, that's almost like a plus, but that she knows that I'm offended if I get anything less than $5. That she knew that. She must have known that from previous shows I've said. It's $5 and up. Tell her to cam up if she's really about that life. I would love to. Shannon Sturgis, where are you? Are you out there? Are you one of the 4 people watching right now? Cam up. Come on, let's go. I'll let you cam up. Probably a nigga with a wig. That's what I'm saying. Probably is. You're probably right, Andretti. Probably a nigga with a wig. There's a good chance. But it was funny. It was just weird because it looks like it is actually a female, but you really can't tell nowadays. The person, I'll say, in the photograph is wearing sunglasses and has blonde hair and is apparently of, darker skin hue. So I ain't worried about it. I seen the mountaintop. I may not get there with you. But I thought that was cute. Because look, first of all, I refunded the dollar, right? And then she hit me back with the "I'ma violate you." She said, "Don't violate my dad, and don't let her mess your Sunday up. You got your church monkey suit on." Exactly. You gotta love this. This is, I don't even know what brand this is. What brand is this? Hold on. This is Goodfellow. This is Goodfellow, and couldn't have a polo shirt. The shirt right here is a couldn't have a polo shirt. Is a chap shirt. Which is hilarious to me. I don't understand what the difference is. It's not like there's a difference in the quality of the shirt. Is this a difference in price? For what reason? I know not. I don't know why a polo shirt is worth like $85 and a chap shirt is worth like 26. That's Target brand. Oh, Goodfellow. I didn't know that. I did not know that. But yeah. So I was just like, first, when you see that cash, you see that green logo with the white dollar sign. I was like, all right, here we go. Open it up. I'm like, what? $1. And then she says, don't ever. Hold on. I said the exact wording. For you violated my dad talking ish. She said the actual word. You don't know. I don't even know who her dad is. And I don't even care who her dad is. All I know is I can get the FBI involved if she wants to get cute. That's why I roll around with. I roll around with agents, ICE, maybe not ICE, but FBI, CIA, the police departments. That's all I care about. You buying that name when it comes to designer brands, yeah, but I mean it's weird. It's a strange thing. It's just clout, I guess. It's clout. You buy for clout. Like, oh, I got a polo shirt. Oh, look at me. There's a chap shirt. Oh, you got a chap shirt? Can't have a polo shirt. Who her dad? I have no idea who her dad is. I have no clue. I'm still trying to figure it out. Shannon Sturgis, if you're out there, you obviously knew about my Cash App. Yeah, enough to know where I am, financially. You knew about my Cash App, so where are you? I'm looking for. But yeah, if you want to get cute, say I'm gonna violate you, and that's a direct threat. That's a direct threat. I don't care. That's an electronic threat against me. So if you want to get cute, we can get the FBI involved, real quick, fast, and in a hurry. I'm no nigga from Harlem or Philly running from the cops and can't say anything because I got work up on the table and 3 guns stashed in the floorboard. I'm not that nigga. I'm just a nigga that is stupid and gets money from the internet. That's all I do. So, and from the government. And thank you, Shannon. I'm sure you pay your taxes. Thank you for paying your taxes. Appreciate it, Shannon Sturgis. Thank you so much for paying your taxes. I appreciate that. Thank you very much for that. And she's trying to give me $1. That was the cutest thing. I was like, that's cute. That was cute. I got a 130 sweatsuit I still haven't worn. From what? From Polo? $130 sweatsuit from Polo? Is that what you're saying? Well, if you haven't worn it, you should donate to your local charity. Give it away to some needy person. You have to sacrifice and be selfless and unselfish. And we'll get into that. That's what I meant to do too. I meant to do that. It was Sunday morning hate. Before that was Sunday morning Sunday morning selfishness. Yeah, Polo. Yes, definitely send that to your local church, your charity, your local Salvation Army, your thrift store for somebody that's less fortunate, and you have to sacrifice. And if you could just show a little blood, and if you could just show that you were hurt and it really pains you to give up that $130 sweatsuit, that's a sign of morality in our culture. And I'm not even going to talk about Shannon Sturgis, wherever this miscreant is. I'm not even going to say miscreant. This individual is. Come on my show. Come on the show. Come in the live chat. I'm about to turn it off. It's about to get turned off. Pretty soon. Hold on. Okay, so I'm trying to find it now. You leave it? No, I'm not leaving. I'm trying to find where, cause I'm gonna have the I'm trying to have the I think I can do it on YouTube. Let's see. I gained a subscriber again. Okay, let me see. How do I bring it back? Show chat. It's a 5-minute show. Yeah, let me see. Hold on. All right, so there was some 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 things going on in church today. Woo! Our one of our pastors, not gonna mention her name because you're gonna look up for her and try to troll her or something like that. But she was coming down hardcore against selfishness. Yes, she knows not what she says. She's a grown woman, about approaching 50. That's what I surmised. I thought she was around 50 years old. She's in her 40s. But salute, King. I see you, sir. Salute, salute, King. Salute. All right, so yeah, it was all about selfishness. It was about you can't be selfish. Selfishness is evil. Selfishness is awful. Selfishness is this and that. Oh, accept what it truly is and what you will find in any decent dictionary. It is the concern for one's own self-interest. That's what selfishness means. That's it. It doesn't mean taking food from people and taking from their mouth, stepping over people, stepping over corpses to get your own way. That's not selfishness. That's just that's just horrific. But there's narcissism and then there's arrogance. Arrogance is good. Pride is good. There's no such thing as a good pride or a bad pride. There's only good pride. There's no such thing as good selfishness and bad selfishness. There's only selfishness, or the alternate is a selflessness. Because that's the thing. Everybody says the one-sided. She said a lot of one-sided things. She said, for example, talking to her husband, um, who was also the pastor of the church. She said that she goes down and goes to watch TV with him and asks, so is there something we both can watch? And he's like, you're saying that is there something that you want to watch, but I have to stomach, essentially. So that's the reality of what was spoken at church today. I thought that was pretty, eye opening, and it's part of the culture. It's still part of the culture after what was it? 1957. I mean 1943. I mean way back to 1936. 1930. I think it was 1936 when Ayn Rand was 31 years old. She was writing in We the Living. She was talking about individualism. That's what We the Living is about. It's about going against the state, going against crushing forces around you to try to maintain your own self identity. So she said and it was like a parable. It was like a from the Bible. It was talking about how foxes they burrow into the ground to get to the root of the fruit, get to the best part of the fruit. And she's saying like you don't want to be a fox. Well, we're not foxes. We're human beings. And she's there sitting up there. She's got the suit on, got the red blouse, she's got the black shoes on. I'm just thinking like that seems very selfish. That's not very, modest or humble or meek or mild. She's not like she's in a Catholic, you know, convent or even a Amish household. She's she's in a non-denominational church spouting all this vitriol against selfishness. And selfishness is what everybody. It's not like there's a Ayn Rand wrote the essay called "Isn't." Wait a minute, let me make sure because I always get confused. Isn't everyone? I always get these mixed up. I'm looking for it right now. I don't remember who said it was either um, Nathaniel Brandon or Ayn Rand. I always get them mixed up. Where they what they said about isn't everybody selfish? I can't remember it was a title to an essay in either capitalism the unknown ideal or selfishness the virtue of selfishness. So here's just some explanations. In the virtue of selfishness, Rand explores what it means to be genuinely selfish. She argues that there is a moral difference between pursuing wealth through production versus robbery. Rand believes people are not born with destructive desires or intent. She also believes that people can derive values from others through knowledge, trade, love, and companionship. Rand's philosophy rejects the idea that altruism is the only way to be moral. She believed that altruism can cripple people's ability to think rationally. Rand's philosophy encourages people to pursue self-happiness, which she considered to be the highest moral virtue. That's it. That is what self is about. Salute you, Roy Soprano. Salute you, sir. See you. Salute to you. Thank you for being in here. Make sure you tell 12 friends and tell them to sub up. Make sure to subscribe. I appreciate it. What is witch glazing? What is it? Give me proof. Give me an exact reason why this person I speak of is a witch. Witch glazing. I mean, they accuse me of the craziest things. He has no credible basis. He has nothing to say. He just says witch glazing. Like that's it. Like boom, like bam, that's it. That's it. No, here's my proof. Here's my estimates. Here's my evaluation. Here's the reasoning why I said that. Just say it. You would get an F on every essay you would get if this was school. Oh, this is not school. He's gonna say, but that's cute too. But we should talk on a higher level in my show. Just like Mr. Train, you talk with a different layer of understanding. So I'm wishing you would give me something that she said glazing. What is glazing? Which glazing? That's crazy. But it's part of free speech and it's all right. That's why he's got a wrench. But yeah, so she went heels deep, I should say. I'm gonna keep it clean. She went heels deep into the era of um selfishness. It was like she was going on a tear. It was at least 20 or 30 minutes of a 40-minute this sermon or word, I guess you can say. They say the word. So that's the reason why I think it's very interesting and very crucial to talk about how selfishness is what you ought to be. Not everyone is selfish. Just think about Mother Teresa. Was she selfish? She was sacrificial. And one of the worst traits she ever had was when she took children, and made them well enough. She didn't make them too well. She didn't give them too much. She just made them sick enough or make them or well enough to not be totally sick. That is sick. That's disgusting. That's ugly and disturbing. And I think that she has, poisoned the minds of millions, if not billions, of people through her example. And she gets the Nobel Prize. And of course, she gives all the money and the accolades away. I don't think she went to any of the wonderful parties they throw there, um, in Sweden. Well, I think hers was in Norway. They didn't the Peace Prize. So selfishness is definitely a virtue. It's what keeps people alive. Every time you put a bit of food in your mouth, you're being selfish. I mean, you're not conscious of it. Most people aren't conscious of their selfishness. And then they like to like play little cutesy. Well, I like to do things my way, but I'm not selfish. I like to get things, first in my way, but I'm not selfish. Don't get me wrong. Don't get it confused. I'm not a selfish person. It's like because in our minds, we're wired ever since we were little kids to say, "Oh no, no, no! Share, 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 share with your," and not in the context of internet. Internet revamped the sharing thing. It's like pushing out. It's really like how else am I supposed to get it? It's this right here. What else am I? You just say you're just saying stats and facts. That's just a fact. What else am I supposed to do? Pour it all over myself? I don't. Okay, Andrew, you're selfish, but I don't think you're rationally selfish. You probably don't have rational self-interest. That's what I'm surmising. That's what I'm positing, I should say. You don't have the full understanding of being a selfish man. You're not a full man in that capacity. You're still a child. You're still overwhelmed, you're still stunted in your growth. Not trying to knock you. I'm just saying it's the reality. I played broken relationships to see where it would go. Okay. That's something different though. Playing broke is not, an example of being selfish or and maybe that could be construed as selfless because you're showing that you're not presenting your highest values. And you're going along with something that's false. Selfishness is not false. Selfishness is the truth. Selfishness is reality. In the best cases, I mean, not everyone is technically selfish. On a scale, I mean, on a roll, on a kind of sort of slippery way, everyone is selfish, but people aren't aware or conscious of their own egoism, their own selfishness. And they don't say that either, hardly. They'll say, "Oh, you're being selfish." They don't say you're being. Well, they do say egotistical. That's usually a bar that is thrown. That's usually something that's cast in front of them like a grenade. That's another example too. Oh, he was so selfless. He was so he was so dedicated to his troops. He jumped on the grenade out of selflessness and unselfishness. Really? I think that would be the most selfish, most fulfilling, self-realizing thing. If you jump on a grenade, and that's the only. I mean, this is serious. This is war. This is not like any proper or normal circumstances. This is war. So war dictates that you have to do everything and anything you can to protect yourself and your compatriots, the people that are behind you, your left and your right. So if you're selfish, you're jumping on that grenade. It's gonna suck, of course. That's why it's important. That's why it's crazy. That's why it's weird. But that's war. This is not normal. This is not regular conditions. So jumping on a grenade is proper only if you're protecting the people that you are fighting for. You're fighting for the people on the sides of you and behind you, not the enemy. That would be a sacrifice. That would be selfless. That would be unselfish. If you were to jump on the grenade to protect your enemy's life, and that's the thing they talk about in the Bible. Oh, your enemy, love your enemies, and love. It's Luke 6:27 and 5 and Matthew 5:44. Love your enemies. You're 42. Okay, Andretti. Thanks for the information. Appreciate it. But the Bible says love your enemies in more than one example. There's at least two that stick out in Gospels and Mark and Matthew and Luke and Matthew. Excuse me, Luke 6:26 and Matthew 5:44. Love your enemy. So I'm going to be shooting down range and throwing grenades and throwing missiles and dropping bombs on my enemy because I love them. Is that a way to show your love? So what's the point of loving anyone if you're gonna say I'm gonna shoot and kill my enemy? And it's not just military. Just think about regular life. Um, think about how if somebody's coming down at you with a knife, is that your friend? Is that your family member? Is that somebody that's just a neutral uh, person that's you'll see in the shopping market? No, that's your enemy. How do you show love to somebody coming at you with a knife? Like this culture is so steeped in self-sacrifice that it's hard to even bring an honest and open discussion regarding the reality of what selfishness is. It's very difficult, but that's my job. I have to show. I have to project. That's what Ayn Rand did. She projected with Atlas Shrugged and the Fountainhead especially what it means to be morally perfect, to be completely selfish, self-interested. She's the only one, and then everybody dumps on her. Nobody likes what Ayn Rand has to say. Oh yeah, yeah, I love their stories. Those are good stories, but never really hear. I can't really get down with her morality or morality or self-interest. I don't know. Selfishness isn't just the way. It's too icky. I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like how it feels. I did watch the NAACP awards. It was very good in my opinion. And I was glad Kerry Washington won. She didn't seem like she won the Oscar though. She seemed like she was like, yeah, I was expecting this, but I'm glad she got the recognition that she deserved. And um, 688 won best ensemble or best production or something like that because she don't believe in God. Well, is that a fault or is that a boost or just a fact of reality? What is that? She doesn't believe in God. I don't believe in God. There is no God to believe in. Saying there's a God is like saying one divided by zero. Can you divide? Can you say one divided by zero? Try that. Why was the Wayne's brothers up there? The Wayne's brothers were receiving an award for best excellence, excellence in um, I think over the years, something over the decades, it was like some kind of award that was like the President's Award or something. I can't remember exactly what it was. I'm confusing. I know I'm pretty much confusing it, but that's why they were up there. But my last words on selfishness: selfishness is a virtue. Selfishness is good. Practice it, live it, integrate it, apply it, and live your life happily and with great amounts of selfishness. Okay, half an hour through. You know what time it is. You can go away if y'all want. I'm going in. I'm going all the way in. It's time. That time. It is that. It is that time. Y'all can go away. I don't care if y'all go away. Y'all can go away all you want. You have free will. I'm not gonna hold you back. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. Okay, so it's the black girl from Wicked by I keep seeing her with a stud. You gotta look her up. Look her up on Wicked. They'll probably tell you. But I got stories. I got a story to tell. I got stories to tell, nigga. All right, here we go. Here we go. I'm gonna see if I can. All right, let me see if what I can do with this. Okay, here we go. Breaking news: Martin Lawrence won Best Actor for Bad Boys. Yep, that's true. That's true. I don't know if that's breaking news, but anyway, a medal for metal. Listen up how the different words are. Medal for metal. A warrior writes his wife during the Spanish-American War. My dearest Melna, I have achieved the award I never wanted. The United States of America has conferred upon me the Medal of Honor. For a colored man, this is beyond the reach for most. By fighting a war which will help the Negro see greater possibilities, I think we shall advance forward. At the time of my actions, I was a master sergeant, but soon became a second lieutenant. Oh, my love, I wish you could have been there when they proclaimed that I had earned this highest award in the American tradition of war. How are my children? Is Ronnie still trying his best to get into every little scrap like his daddy? How's Katerina? Is she turning into the sophisticated young lady we taught her to be? I'm so overwhelmed with the prospect that I will be coming home knowing that I have saved a fellow member of the Buffalo Soldiers. You know how much we've already given to this country. We're going to see the justice handed to us in spades. We're going to see a groundswell of change coming soon. We remember the Maine, but will they remember the Negro woman and man? I just can't stop thinking about your face. Your soul inhabited mine when I went to save my friend Thomas. I didn't do it for the award. I did it out of the selfish concern for the top value. It was like a lightning calculation that I had to act. I left and dragged him away from Michelle and ran towards the rest of the company, keeping him safe from further bombardment. You were on my mind the whole time. Your face flashed before my eyes like a zoetrope. I wanted to keep on going and just never stop until I knew he was in danger. Imagine that. Two Negro soldiers rolling through the jungle, escaping blast after blast, only to meet up with the rest of the men. My love, I say that you are the reason why I even consider breathing anymore. I've seen such carnage and ugliness. I've witnessed the worst in man, but I'm proud to say that I wanted to keep another man alive so he can go back to his love. You guided my footsteps with each pound of the soil. I felt haggard and tired down, but your words lifted me. When you said, just go out there and get them, I took that to mean to give my all for myself. I signed up for this war. I ensured that I had trained well, and I brought back a man before he was shelled. This is all because of you. Not only you must understand that I am so glad I know that you are my beautiful bride. No matter what hellish conditions there may be, I know I can count on you to make things brighter. I'm certain of this. My rank is captain. I may not be as high on the totem pole, but for colored men, it's like being a general. Their eyes glaze over when they see the cracks in my shirt and shoulders. They stand a little straighter. Their resolve solidifies even more. You, darling, must see how this is our way of expanding our reach to different opportunities in America. This country will be on the forefront of all the world's dealings when we get home. Your love for me has reminded me of this fact. We're going to live in better conditions than our ancestors. We're going to have better chances of being ahead in life. Like my North Star, guiding me through the morass of ill thought and underhanded. Through all this, we shall have a way of knowing each other as equals in a white man's eyes and a sense of the law. I just can't get over the fact that I actually earned the highest award for valor when I can still see the shells bursting with a white hot glow. My yellow fellow warrior within a few feet of being destroyed completely. That whitish red flash of the shells and the booming in the ears proved to be too much for me. I had to act. I had to go get him out of there, and he's just a few bunks from me, wielding some wood. The love we shared was there, and nestled into every movement of my muscles, and more important, the coolness of my mind. I never hesitated to pick him up and get him away from the blast. I cherish the thought of our reunion. In the heat of everything that has gone on, I know I can count on you to be the stalwart in my life. None there are words to express my love for you. That's what I am engaged with right now. The fact that you are my wife and I have carried the weight right along with me is a testament to the truth you have laid bare. The strength of our union is predicated on the power of both of us trekking the same journey. This has been a slight detour for me. I'm fully aware of the fact you've pushed me, tugged me, and above all motivated me to be me. With this reception of this medal, I'm clear-eyed in the fact that you show us capability to be father to our children. I'll be home soon. I'll be in your presence. The wars are great, but that's not why I fight, and that's not why my men fight. We fight so we can return to a world not threatened by the pain of disaster and the torrid effects of destruction and persecution. This I say to you, Melna, because you're my all. Everything I've set out to do, I've been able to accomplish with greatness. Now I know a cover man is supposed to just go along, but I cannot convey a message to you without showing some backbone and fortitude in my riderly ways. Some of the men in my regiment can't even read or write. I help them sometimes for a small fee of about 20 cents or so. It's a boost for the spirit to know that one day there will be fewer and fewer illiterate Negroes in the U.S. In the world until there are none. I know you have taught many young men how to know their numbers and letters. As a speech language therapist, I'd love you to meet the guys. We both could instruct them on the wonderful way of wordplay. Anna, I thank you for being the courage, giving me the courage to summon up myself to do a task that had been fraught with peril. Came out of all this with a shining disposition and a sparkling mind frame. You have enlivened me. You have lifted me. For that I know that you are truly glorious. I love you, Frederick. All right, who's left? Six. Oh my God, there's still people in here. It's crazy. Best picture. Okay, thank you, Rob. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, you wanted the best, you got the best. He's the man who skips and jumps into the looking glass with his magnifying glass to see. He's the award-winning author of Ayn Rand. He's Skyler. Oh my God. Is the man in the photo your grandfather? No, it is not. This Skylar has a stroke mid-show and continues to read and slurs his speech. And you're slurring your speech in your typing because speech is spelled with two E's, not A. Yeah, I can see if you were trying to, make a little joke, a little funny, but you gotta if you're gonna make it funny, at least get your words right. He has refused medical attention to this point. Okay. Rob, have you donated? Respect the goal, sir. Yeah, exactly. Thank you for that, James. Thank you. Well, I don't even know how many let me see, how many likes? Is it 6 likes? I see 0 likes. Now I see 1 like. I had to give myself the like. I don't know why it didn't show the likes on, YouTube. I don't know. Rob, do you see this wrench, buddy? Did you even hit the like button? So we're gonna continue with the next, story. This is a good one. Might of our love. Let me see. I'm looking for it now. Hold on. Just give me a moment. Okay, this one's called "Might of Our Love." A rear admiral delivers a message to his wife to the wife he loves. Okay, here we go. Dearest Amina, I'm overcome with a heavy mind. I hate to start out this missive on that note, but my thoughts reel at the fact that we lost contact with the commander in my fleet. As a rear admiral, it is something that pains me because I know he has a wife who is still searching for the answers. He represents his country, despite the fact that he has not given us any indication of his whereabouts. Pardon me for even mentioning this, but you are my solid rock on which I stand. I adore you. You already know that if anything should happen to me, what songs they'll play, what uniform specifications, what band will march me out of that funeral home with a second line included and everything. You see, my death while working in Dover. Delaware is still my home, and find bring me slices of joy like sunlight pouring into my soul. I know you're processing men already. I hope you are still playing tennis and showing the children the ways of the hand, your favorite move. How's Hemroy enjoying his job at the firm? I'm sure he is an avid legal consultant. How he could have been a legit. I know he didn't want any military service. My girl's father, Daddy's footsteps. I can actually tell you how they're faring in the U.S. Marines. They're lowly second lieutenants. More proud of them than ever. I'm proud of all my children. Most proud of you. You have carried me this far with the power of a lioness guarding her mate and her cubs. This will be over soon, but I can't stop thinking about this fighter pilot who went down. I want to know more. Is he still alive? Will he come back to his unit? You're my only thing with things that flies with grace through my turmoil and great thoughts. Appreciate you. I know you are waiting to become a colonel, and I can't wait. Soon I'll be putting stars on your shoulders. Anticipate the day. As I look at this and watch the way grow, I can't help but wonder when we will unite. Our very existence is established around the idea of us living out the rest of our lives together. There's no telling when this thing will be over, but I think it is actually winding down. I'm wearing the news covered. I know you see a green screen with great bursts of white light jetting up and then cascading down again. I know you can see the oil fields blaze. They burn like the fire that rests in the depths of my spirit for too long. Thick black billows of smoke that darken the sky like the love I possess for you. This war was the first to be shown as it is happening. Live on cable TV, you can see all of this. You can't smell it. Fortunate Marines have varied from it just smelling like charred flesh. There's wreckage and horrific sights on the highway of death. You're caught all of that. You know about the specter of death and the disturbing and thoroughly unpleasant nature of demise. I still want us to be together through all of this. I know there's a country that needs us to defend it, and we have to step in our roles. Even our little girls are all grown up now. It's amazing to realize the truth about this particular conflict. This, again, is no police action. It is war. Men and women are dying to preserve the interests of our great nation and secure what elements of peace that can be brought to Kuwait. What we do is remember both of us. We train, we fight, that's it. You might be processing the remains of the fallen, but that's still part of the battle. You're an excellent example of wonderment. You're the reason I am able to keep my sanity throughout all of this. Out of our love, we can face any enemy, shoulder any burden, and alleviate any strain through our immaculate resolve. There's a special place in my mind for you, and I'm more than willing to show you how you've changed my mind on so many parts. I won't do that now. I needed a bit of levity there. The fighter pilot is still missing after a few days, and he is supposed to report again. I don't know what will come of him. Everyone that I flew to, that was Vietnam, and I didn't know if I recovered from my health conditions either. I persevered. I remain I remain being a wife and mother. You truly make something special out of my life. I can only express how much you mean to me through your constant vigilance over everything I am. An ocean separates us through our notions of love for one another. I will make it back to Delaware. There's no question. You will fall into my arms and we will be as one. It's like that Frankie Beverly and Maze song, we are one. That's us. We will forever be connected, dealing with our struggles with the constraints of our profession. We signed up for this. We signed up for this on April 11th, 1960. We knew what we were getting into with all of this. When the president sends us to fight, we salute and we salute and get the job done with aplomb. For politics when it comes to seeing your best friend lying in a ditch and you're looking around as napalm streaks across the sky. No one mentally prepares you for that. You can train all you want, but there's nothing like clasping your buddy's dog tags to wipe off the blood and saying as his face is no more. And then they slowly roll back out of your arms, lifeless. My days as a flight surgeon ready to work on the young Marines and soldiers I didn't know. I didn't count on losing a soulmate. That was this is that. I have more power over them, the men and women under my charge. I know you're saying you better not let that power inflate your head. But your love sends me soaring. You altogether bound me. It is with great joy that I express my love for you. Because of your poisons of depression and dejection do not find their way into my consciousness. Your love gushes forth like a Johnny on a sultry summer day in August. I doubt that you do that anymore. There has to be some sort of ordinance against them. Not while I was a boy, though. Those times in Wilmington absolutely require that we cool off with those jets of water bursting forth. I wish you could see the water now as our array of ships cut through the waves like multi-hundred-million-dollar knives. It looks like a tapestry of aquamarine bliss. I want you here. I'll conclude with the note that whatever happened to that commander, we will always be vigilant and know just how great this nation is and the men and women in uniform that stand to protect. Women like you, I love you. With highest admiration, Edward. That's another one. See how many people dropped. All right, still five, still strong. Okay. Rick James going in. And you watch you have a wrench. So what? We don't take no hooligan or shenanigans. This is a great story of selfishness. Yes, it is. R.P. Jerry Butler, an American soul singer, producer, musician, and politician. He's the original lead singer of the R&B. He was inducted to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 1991. All right, that's interesting. This looks like my last story for today. I'm trying to do it within that. All this, maybe I could get two in. What? Oh, this is my last story. No, I have two left. I have two stories left. Okay, this one. Switch this up. Okay, what you're seeing right now. Here we go. It's bleeding. It's not supposed to bleed. It's not Papa Saunders, by the way. It's bleeding. We don't have prayers, Rob. We don't do prayers. Respect to the man's memory, but we don't do prayers. We don't send up prayers because what is the point of a prayer? You're just talking to yourself, which is healthy. I talk to myself all the time, but people don't realize it. It's the irony. There's so much irony around this. Well, let me get to this story then. My one and only OAO. Today I thought of you, not in the casual everyday sense. I actually contemplated our bond. I thought we could find a way to see each other when all this ends. I trained the color boys to be more than they expected of themselves. That's what made me think of you. All the time that you've invested in me and my willingness to be the best, I found it compelling to know that just how much you mean to me. I know you feel the same about me. Being a black brigadier general during this war is nothing short of amazing. It's tough as iron and still exhilarating at the same time. Hold on. It takes me back to my days at the academy. I find small treasures in my mind, sparkling memories of solitude that rush into my consciousness. Whenever I see a cover out of the place or a ranking signature not affixed properly, I still correct my men as if they had to start all over again and ensure that their attire and presentation stand up to the standard. I've gone down to various places. Chief among them, Washington, D.C., I had to lobby for my men to be in the air. I had to say as if giving a clarion call that they're prepared to fight and ready for any battle. It takes great courage to get in those planes and fly. My men are not better than the white man, they're just the best. You taught me to carry that sense. We're not trying to beat our fair skinned counterparts, just be excellent on our own terms. I can't wait to see you. Your warmth and intellect and strength all coalesce into a picture of perfect fortitude. As the forces enter places in Africa, Germany, Japan, and elsewhere, I'm going to say that alloys have got the enemy running scared. It's rough. Don't get my words twisted and tangled. I, however, know we will win this war. It took me a while to recognize that, but the men under my command inspire me. That's part of the reason why I type up this message to you. Well, actually, my secretary is doing that job. All this, nonetheless, I still call you my lady. Whenever I have to see the remains of the lost members of my outfit, it's infuriating, sad. These two emotions mixed up leads to a potent sensibility that is difficult to express. Conflict on this scale is like a vice grip tightening in my mind. You relieve the pressure. You're the reason why I even continue to do what I do. I've been alone like at the academy. I'm more focused on getting my men back to their wives and children. That propels me when I wake up at 0400 every morning. Still do my push-ups and sit-ups and pull-ups. 3 ups remain a key component to my regimen. Know that you remain at home and make greeting cards. Over, we're over here fighting for your safety and well-being. Your business is thriving, I'm sure, as warriors send and receive cards from all over the planet. I'm so proud of you. What you've done for me is make me the best general, the best husband, the best man compared to my own self. Thank you for being the absolute par excellence in all that you do. I've been training all these fighter pilots. They're so confident and full of themselves. I love how they rebuke modesty, humility, and meekness. These traits can kill a man. By being self-interested, they're able to continue on with their stations as proud black men fighting for their own selfish liberty. That's the hallmark of a true warrior. To take the gall and transform that into assurance is a feat of the will. It casts a light on the scene that most of the men will be able to carry with them in the Jim Crow South or the spots of racist Northeast, Midwest, and West when they return home. With me being a general, that's going to just put a dent in the way Negroes will be treated throughout the U.S. To combat the atrocities that have already taken place, we're flying more and more colored men across Europe. They can get a kick out of it because they're fighting the white man over here. It was see that they could oppress a foreign land that could very well be a constant burden in America. I take it all in stride. How do you do it? How do you continually cross my mind and bring a smile to my face? I want to be able to wouldn't be doing this if I didn't know you'd be busy with your staff. It's a bit ironic that I'm not writing to you in the form of a card. I just had to say all this longer prose that can never fit on one of your pieces of correspondence. Just know that my duties as a brigadier general about immense responsibility. I know people think generals just sit around and smoke cigars, and we do. But the stars on our shoulders are heavy and imbued with the idea that thousands of men's lives rest on our decisions. Just a single mess calculus can bring about a tsunami of dozens of families. That's why I know you're the beneficial rose that grows in my mind. Amongst other breed, you shoot upward and thrive like a blossom in the wind. I cherish you, Audrey. Whatever happens to me, just know that I had you in my thoughts this whole time. Wars may arise, but it is the visions and strength that sustain us through the most trying times. As we move further to the light of freedom, let us remember that the brave men, even women who have not sacrificed and died, but fought and fell to secure a better future for us to live in. Love, Olivia. Justin Zelensky says the $100 billion in U.S. aid to Ukraine was a grant. I don't know. Two people in here. Cancer jewelry. You are saying a lot right now. All right, one last one. Let me see how much. What are we doing on time? 4 minutes. I think I can do that. I can do I shouldn't have to slow down for you to keep up. No, you should slow down for me to keep up. I'm not stupid. Plus, you have to have enough patience. I'm still reading my story. You want to go over the hour mark? So there's 4 people in here. I'm not mad. There's 6 people at one point. It was over. I'll say this: it was over 20. I'm keeping the show. If it was less than 20, I'm throwing all this away. Well, maybe not. I like the fact that I have my stories on here. I think that's you can search for them. I'm not gonna throw this away, no matter what. It could be 15 people that showed up or 15 views, 7 likes. I don't care. I'm doing it anyway. Okay, this is called good health. A captain communicates with his wife during a battle. January 11th, 1850. Dearly beloved, I sit in this bed racked with the consequences of a round to the neck. While it is a flesh wound, it still has the pain of 1,000 wasps. Remember when you ran out of the house because of a yellow jacket nest? I now miss them, and I miss you. How is Delaware? We're fighting again for liberty and the ever expanding world on the stage. We need to go to the theater again. We've always liked the players with the most pomp and showiness. Our legs are blazed right now, but the nurses attend to me with great care. Negro nurses they were made. We can fight in the same war and sustain the same injuries, but they still have trouble with us being attended by any white medical staff. I don't know what pains me more. Is it the racism or the searing agony of this wound? I may be a lowly captain, but I am a black one nonetheless. All right, so let me see. No, okay. Before I received this trauma to my lower appendage, General Andrew Jackson himself said I'd be promoted to major and then colonel. I shall see. It's difficult to even fathom such an honor. The compassion that you have for me is so extraordinary that even if I fail to advance in my assignment as a leader of Negroes, I still know you have all your love reserved for me. With the power of our union with one another, We can always find ways to accelerate moments of anguish and savor the times of passion and pleasure. As my wife, you have shown yourself to be a profound supporter of my efforts to save this collection of states in the Second War of Independence. It is, honor to, it is your honor to know that I'm with you, even if we're 1,000 miles apart. It is a joy to know that you're in the world. A greatness I feel, despite my physical ailment. I recognize that you are a complete person, but it's I who makes that happen. I say about my brilliance and my abilities. I take in your sweetness, kindness, and at times stubbornness. That's what makes you a person. I selected a woman of proper and moral standing and a staunch advocate in you. While you may be a white woman, it is only because your state does not permit. Our state does not permit miscegenation. It was only right that we could be a white couple in the state of Pennsylvania. Of course, we talk about the city of Wilmington as if we never jumped the room. That's what we're fighting for in this world. Never mind the conflict that is right now booming outside. I hear the dust settle from various explosions directly outside of here, fighting for us. As selfish as that sounds, selfish interest is the only moral standard that occupies my mind. I could be fighting for the colonies. I could be battling for my way across Louisiana. A lot of that, a lot of that I'm fighting on behalf of a country that still doesn't care about me because of my skin color. Instead, I will note that I'm fighting for my own ego and to foster and strengthen it. You're a part of me, so it's your ego too. I know you're taking care of my babies. Two of them are actually ready to be young men. While I'm away, make let's keep this strong and focused along the way. One of the nurses just gave me a salve for my wound. It felt like fire had been applied to the region, but now I'm okay. I don't think they're grant medals for being mean. In fact, I know this to be true. I'm not looking to be congratulated for something I never wanted. I also know that they wouldn't congratulate, but honor someone with a battle scar like mine. There was tremendous commotion a few hundred yards away. Great bursts of light, like diamonds reflecting in the sky, now return to the black. It gets quiet. I thank the nurse for her care and keep on with this message. You are only someone who worships at my feet because I have attained the status of a true man. It's because of your willingness to see what most women hide away from in their lives. They see a strong man of color and they run. Not because of my skin color, but because I dare to be daring. I hold the keys to the lifestyle which we must preserve. The defense of a fledgling nation is at hand, and it is because I can express myself this way that I seek to find you in a state of mind with understanding and pride. Yes, proud men and women run this world. The meek and modest only step up whenever the proud leave in the cup of proper conduct. I hold you up as a key figure in my life. I know you do the same. In fact, if you didn't, I wouldn't. Your correspondence with my prop with me propels me left and lets me know that someone out there who happens to be my bride is on my side. It is a measure of a woman to bow to her husband. By the same token, that man must, ooh, they're dressing the wound. Behavior that is worthy of such adoration. Knowing that I have a place in my life and a wife and children to share my greatness with, I know we have a chance at making this a worthwhile affair. I'll be home soon, and I want you to see. I want to smell your perfume and look at you in the eye and tell you I love you. That's all I'm hoping for right now. But this war seemingly winding down, I had to get hit. I'd rather it be me than one of my men. They've shown so much bravery and courage over these few months. It warrants that the black man should be free across the board. At least I have to speak to. At least I have you to speak to in these letters. I thank you, and I know you thank me. The pain in my leg seems to have subsided for the moment. Again, this suffering will heal. I'll be in good health and condition. As always, much love, Jacques. Full cut trousers, Skyler, are your best choice. I don't even know what the hell that means. Thank you, Rick James. Appreciate it. That's the last of my stories. I said them all. I have one story left. I'm gonna read it tomorrow. I don't think I put it in the right place. History. I'm just checking. I know the show is gonna be. I'm just checking on the story I have. Making sure it's in the challenges. Don't forget. I'll read it right now. Brevet. An army. Let me put that on the screen. All right. This is called Brevet. An army colonel writes a love letter to his wife. Eustace, I haven't seen a white face in over 13 days. We've been on the march for what seems like forever. I know you are home because you respect me. You love me. You are waiting for my swift return. You look up to me and worship and adore me because I've earned it. This war has taken a toll of many men in my camp. We nevertheless are strong willed and determined to fight off these imps. I know you miss me. You want me to be back home in Delaware. I'm the only officer of my skin color that has been awarded the rank of brevet colonel in his regiment. I'm taking it seriously. You know that I'm worthy of all praise. I wouldn't have the brain or the stomach to do battle with these greatcoats without my spine. I'm like a tin soldier, walking upright, ready to thrash anything in sight. You always like that about me. I put myself in a position to be your lover. This conflict does not change our arrangement, it enhances it. I've seen great walls crumble down and fold into dust. I've watched men with wretched wounds turn and die. There have been multiple amputations along the way. Yet, I keep going on in General Sherman's army. Eustace, your love for me is as palpable as the day your glowing smile gleamed upon me. When we first courted, you said we'd be married one day. That came true, and now you adore me, my virtues. My virtues. I respect you as a woman who is about her business. In the North, you can be a hairdresser and own your own shop. Down here, these black women only know about taking after the white women. I know you love me because you wrote to me. I'm running now because we have a break in the march. The candle that flickers against the wall and the chair in what I sit at the tiny desk gives me the notion that we're just art and correspondence. You're not my equal. I'm superior to you. That's how it must be. A man without faith must choose a woman who doesn't cling to any mystical meanings. That's what I have done. I have chosen you because you are beneath me, but still maintain every bit of intelligence, warmth, and character that a proper lady should possess. I'll continue to burst the rat-tat of gunfire rattles the mind. I can stake the gun. I can taste the gunpowder in the air, but I still see no faces in the darkness. Men advance, however, and continue to go on with their fighting. As leader amongst the many, I'm tasked with bringing these men to their women and children too. They want to come home like I want to come home to see you. You have to balance grief at my feet. The way the men under my charge perform is epic. Their strength, their knowledge, fulfillment can drive further and further into the heart. Another strategies and roots in which we find ourselves, we continue all while whistling John Brown's body. I sipped some brandy. Do you remember the time you first drank brandy and you fell asleep in it just a few minutes after imbibing? You love me for that, don't you? You keep showing me that your devotion to me is a result of love to the point of selfishness. Our self-interested people can be in love. Only self-interested people can be in love. You ever hear someone say, "I'm in a selfless love," run like hell away from that person. It takes a person to fully love and be full of themselves. There is no reason for altruism or unselfishness. That's why you are not. You're totally selfish, and that's why you love me. I know I'm egoistic. I picked you because you're beyond just pretty. You have a bountiful soul. If I could up your rank, I'd do it like did to me. I'd ensure that you receive the rank that is fitting to you because of outstanding service. This war gives me so many ideas about us. Is that right? The gunplay is even louder now. I can feel it in my chest, the thump of the cannons. I know you worry about whether I will turn a hole or not. Do not fret. I'm prepared to make my way through the south like an adder snaking its way through the grass. I'm fully equipped with the right armament in my head. Nothing is going to prosper without my saying. These men know their roles and our quivers to my bow. It's a battle we tread with the might of our ancestors, even though we are our own individuals. Here, closer. I saw a black face in the flash. He wasn't wearing a blue coat. He dropped right outside of my tent. The brown tune has grown louder as the skirmish has just finished. Some cheers and hoots go up to the black velvet sky, the full moon hanging over our heads. You love me so much. I know you do. It's because I'm a man of great stature, morally, and my will of steel. You have been with me for the past 2 years. You have birthed me 6 sons. So little Jepson and Pharaoh survived. They'll be remembering all of this. In the memory, I carry the torch of knowledge that our surviving children know about their brothers. That's what caused the raging forces in my mind. Love for me is a fuel and a stimulant and a vigorous shot of adrenaline. Now the camp is quiet. A few peals of laughter like joy made real puncture the night. It's not grandeur or happiness that we're seeking more, but we can find little moments of levity that's all the more purposeful. As I close, I want to be aware of the power of love. That is what develops our spirits. It gives us the power to continue on with our lives. You love me, I know you do. Awesome. You know what where that was from? I thought you were nodding off on that bundle of. How can you not off on dope on coke? You had a line of coke. What am I sniffing heroin? What are you doing? Have you ever seen Pulp Fiction? You ever sniffed heroin? Ever seen somebody sniff heroin? Yeah, that's why I'm glad he's here. He hasn't achieved the level of Andretti though. Andretti actually brought people in. He actually had different things like that. So I appreciate him. He can hate on me all he wants. I don't call it bullying. I never been bullied in my life. I'm a Marine. Never, never been bullied. So I think it's possible, that we have so many. I'm just trying to find exact time of the word altruism. Still looking. In the 1830s. All right, we're good. Wanted to make sure. All right, so hey, it was fun. Um, look for my stories, vote for them, do whatever you can, share them, put them on, different spots, and Definitely enjoy that. Enjoy it. So I will see you all sometime later. I appreciate it and enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Take care. Oh, you need links? Here. Here's the links. Go to vocal.media. Go to challenges. And search for Alan. All right. Suits you all. Thank you very much. Take care.